Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
Tonight, a 3-year-old is among those hurt in a shooting outside of an HEB.
Right now, San Antonio police say they are still looking for the suspect. San Antonio police say it started with shots fired between two groups in a parking lot. It happened near the HEB store on San Pedro near Oblate on the north side. That's where police say they found a man in his 20s with a single gunshot wound.
Now, the 3-year-old and the child's 22-year-old mother were found at an apartment complex on Jackson Keller, which was less than 2 miles away. Police are saying that both of them were grazed by bullets. All 3 victims were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Meanwhile, San Antonio police also responded to an unrelated shooting near a different HEB this afternoon. SAPD says 2 security guards shot and killed a would-be robber outside the New Braunfels Avenue in East Houston store. That's on the east side. According to Chief William McManus, the man left the store, hid behind a car, shot the guards first. Details on their injuries not released, but we are told those guards are in stable condition tonight. An HEB spokesperson says the shooting happened off store property. The store closed early today, but is expected to reopen tomorrow morning.
And there was also a separate shooting this afternoon, but in this case, police haven't yet found the shooter. This one happened around 3:30 at a Via bus stop near South Zarzamora and Merida Street. Police say that 2 men who were on the bus got off, started arguing, and that's when investigators say that one of them shot the other more than once, leaving the victim with life-threatening injuries.
2 San Antonio police officers recovering tonight after they were struck by 2 separate suspected drunk drivers.
Now, those accidents happened just hours apart this weekend, and they really remind us that when someone chooses to drink and drive, they really put everybody at risk. And when it comes to the people driving drunk, they can also pay a steep price.
Friday, a San Antonio police officer was seriously hurt in a crash. The officer was on his way to a call when he was hit by another car at Southeast Military and Presa.
This is something that could have been avoided.
60-year-old Trinidad Huerta is charged with DWI.
This message, we can't say it enough. You know, if you're going to drink, if you're going to consume, enjoy yourself, have a good time, but plan ahead.
And just hours later, a second San Antonio police officer was hit by a suspected drunk driver. It happened right here on Babcock and Prue Road. That officer, Celeste Terrazas, had minor injuries.
The driver in that crash, 30-year-old Brisa Acevedo, arrested for DWI.
People that normally don't drink and drive are at risk by someone that does to lose their life.
Abigail Moore with the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness says studies show alcohol can lead to bad choices, making it important to plan ahead.
So you should probably go into a party knowing that you're going to drink and make poor choices. Just assume that, right?
Yes, and so have the plan before you do that. Have the designated driver.
She says a mistake can be deadly. At the very least, being arrested for drinking and driving can cost an average of $17,000 in legal fees.
Attorney fees are more expensive. Your insurance is more expensive, especially if you end up on probation.
Bexar County District Attorney records show 5,257 people have been arrested with a DWI-related offense since January 1st. Moore says some of the responsibility should fall on party hosts or businesses.
Make sure that you communicate to your guest that you expect them to take an Uber.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Switching gears now, it may be a few more days before people in the city of Lytle can actually drink their water straight from the tap. City leaders issued a boil water notice warning earlier today. It was a precaution after a water main broke. The city administrator says water samples will be sent to a lab tomorrow morning. Leaders are hoping the water notice gets lifted by Wednesday. Until then, Lytle citizens are expected to boil their water for at least 2 minutes before they use it. That's the only way you can make sure any harmful bacteria is killed.
The city of San Antonio and Toyota now facing a lawsuit, and it's coming from a company called Southside Affordable Development, LLC. That company is claiming that an agreement between Toyota and the city is giving Toyota zoning power on private land for miles around the automaker's plant, and that is specifically preventing private projects like affordable housing. The lawsuit alleges that this agreement gives Toyota veto power on zoning within 3 miles of its plant, and that the agreement, which has been in place for 20 years, is unconstitutional. There are allegations that the agreement and the subsequent denial of rezoning to multifamily residential use is going to cost the plaintiffs millions of dollars.
We filed suit against Toyota Motor Manufacturing in the city of San Antonio for what we strongly believe is improper and unconstitutional contract zoning.
So on the other side, the city of San Antonio responded to that lawsuit. The city attorney emailed us this statement saying in part, quote, "The city of San Antonio has not been served and the plaintiffs did not provide a courtesy copy of the suit before holding its press conference. Inflammatory rhetoric does not substitute for facts and sound legal arguments." And you could read the city's full statement right now over on KSAT.com.
It is looking more and more likely that CPS Energy will increase its rates for the second time in 2 years. The CPS Board of Trustees unanimously voted to raise its rates by 4.25% today. That hike expected to bring in $85 million a year. The utility's plans for the money include replacing aging tech, trimming more trees, and helping convert a coal plant to natural gas. The average customer's bill should only increase by less than $4.50. But CPS already looking for another 2 years ahead to yet another rate hike.
Simply put, CPS Energy has been committed to a spending spree, and it has to be bankrolled. The piper must be paid, and the cost to CPS Energy's customers, as these every 2-year rate hikes are implemented, is going to be a high one.
That was one of the trustees during today's meeting. The only thing standing in the way of those bigger bills, a city council vote on Thursday. If approved, the new rates would take effect in February.
Dress in layers again tomorrow. It's going to be a cool start to the day, leading to a comfortable afternoon. But tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., 39 in Kerrville, 39 in Fredericksburg, 41 Canyon Lake, 41 Pleasanton, and in and around San Antonio, about 43 degrees here in town. You get to the far north side, we're talking Timberwood Park, Leon Springs at 41. So a chilly start to the day. We'll talk about the afternoon temperatures, some modifications coming in the days ahead, along with a cold front, and where's the rain going to be in the days ahead? See you in a bit.
Thank you, Adam. The battle along the border continuing today. An appeals court temporarily ended a lower court ruling that allowed Border Patrol agents to cut razor wire along the banks of the Rio Grande. The Office of Attorney General Ken Paxton had appealed that lower court's ruling. He issued a statement tonight saying, quote, "I am pleased the court recognized the extent of the federal government's blatant and disturbing efforts to subvert law and order at our state's border with Mexico," end quote. The Biden administration now has until Friday to respond to that stay.
Well, staying on the border, it's been 1 week since Eagle Pass Bridge 1 closed, and since then, vehicles haven't been able to cross that bridge into the U.S. And now we're learning that federal officials are temporarily closing a border crossing over in Arizona. Customs and Border Protection says that that's going to allow agents to deal with, quote, increased levels of migrant encounters. That closure comes after 17,000 migrants were apprehended in the Tucson region in just 1 week. So keep that number in mind, because if you compare that to November of last year, when during the entire month, there were 23,000 encounters.
This is how we manage our operations. We search to those locations we have to for the safety and security of our officers, our agents, the migrants we encounter, and frankly, to maximize the enforcement efforts that we have underway.
CBP also announced new enforcement operations. It comes after transportation networks that they say are preying on migrants, smuggling them through northern Mexico to our southern border. Now tonight, a recall alert for 45,000 Ford vehicles. Some of them were sold in several states, including right here in Texas. That recall includes Ford's 2015 Fiesta, 2016 Fusion, and 2016 Lincoln MKZ. The dealer says that there's an issue with the inside door locks, which could allow the door to open while the car's still moving. So if you own one of those models, just take it to a Ford dealer because they can fix that issue for free. So, all right, maybe that reminds you that you need to buy a car. Well, happening tomorrow, SAPD is auctioning vehicles that it seized. You can check them out at the address that you see on your screen, 3625 Groudon Road. Gates open tomorrow at 5 p.m. Bidding, by the way, starts at 6, and you can call that number 210-207-7932 for more information.
It is an outlet for at-risk youth and a way to keep them off the streets. But this boxing program has taken a number of financial hits. Doesn't know how much longer it'll last. How you can help coming up. The books on these shelves scattered all over McCollum High School's campus aren't just improving students' literacy. They're bringing those students closer to each other, their teachers, and to a brighter future.
The school librarian, Terry Sharp, launched the Cowboys Read program during the pandemic. Now, you remember that's actually when literacy took a drop and, of course, things got more expensive. But this campaign put 5 bookshelves on McCollum's campus, and there, students get books that they can borrow for free, they can share with others, or they could just keep.
And students not the only ones flipping pages. There's a wall inside MHS that shows them what books their teachers are reading as well. Something the librarian says is encouraging even more students to read.
This is something new that we've started to show kids that you continue to read throughout your whole life.
The books aren't just older donated reads. Every book on the shelf is current and new and relevant to students with larger printed words, so they're easy on the eyes and faster to read.
Yeah, you don't want to strain when you're reading. Now, inside the boxing ring, Advocates Youth Program provides a safe space for at-risk youth, but now financial struggles are actually putting that group right up against the ropes.
Yeah, but as the Night Team's John Paul Barajas reports, they are not giving up without a fight.
Good.
Discipline through sport.
2. Good.
It's how Advocates Youth Program aims to help at-risk youth stay on the right track.
Some family members that were actually involved in, gang violence.
Christopher Chirby joined the program 9 years ago. He says it gave him stability.
Honestly, yeah. If I didn't have boxing and all the role models that were before my coach, they were not showing me no goods.
Advocates Youth has served kids on San Antonio's west side since 1999. But back-to-back fires at its home gym in 2019 and 2020, followed by the COVID-19 pandemic, has put the boxing program in a tight spot.
We're still trying to work with kids, but we need help. We need financial help. What we really want is a building to train out of.
Executive Director Jason Mata explains the program could no longer afford its original location, so his team got creative to stay afloat. That includes running time at this Southside gym, creating a mobile boxing gym on a trailer, and even sharing classes on YouTube.
Because it's an outlet for kids. Obviously, these kids like to get involved in stuff. A lot of kids like to fight. There's a lot of interest in boxing from the especially the Latino community, and so we need to answer.
That's it, finish off. Unfortunately, Mata says time and money are running out. December will mark the program's final month renting this gym. Instead, online and mobile classes will continue. But for those involved in the program, a permanent home could make a huge difference.
Not so, lazy anymore, wanting to do more. He's teaching them to do something better and just stay out of all that gang stuff and bad stuff and violence. Put them in boxing.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
A mobile boxing area. I love this.
No, that guy's willing to teach whenever, wherever. Hope they get the support they need.
They're doing great things for the community, and obviously the kids are loving what they do. Now switching gears, 50 degrees out there right now. I'm thinking about tomorrow morning, and definitely, is it sweater weather or maybe a little bit more?
I think sweater, but you have to say it differently.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. There it is. That's the way I like to hear it. Otherwise, it just doesn't count. Take a look at our morning temperature trend in the days ahead. Tomorrow, we start the day at 43, even cooler in some outlying areas. Same story Wednesday. So for the kids at the bus stop, the jacket, the sweatshirt, but by the afternoon, you're comfortable. Notice how our morning temperature trend goes up a little bit for Friday and Saturday. That's when you'll actually notice some warmer temperatures, at least in the morning those days. It's also a result of added humidity back in the air. We'll get to that in a moment. Tomorrow morning, Bandera 41, Comfort 39, 43 Poteet, Pleasanton, 41 degrees to start the day. But by noon, we're at 68, and then a high temperature at 4 p.m. of 73 degrees. So cool morning, comfortable afternoon. This is a trend we've been in for some time, and we're going to stay in it. Whenever we have this really dry air, it allows the temperature to drop off significantly at night, but then warm up very efficiently during the day. Tomorrow afternoon at Bandera, 75, 71 Bulverde, Floresville and Pleasanton, 75 for the high temperature. Notice our trend, 70s all the way through Friday. Then Saturday, the temperature falls off a little bit. We'll have highs in the mid 60s. That's because of a cold front that's going to be moving in. And then we'll drop down into the lower 60s for Sunday and Monday. So there will be some fluctuations, a little bit of up and then down as we go through this week. And that cold front, I wish I could say it would bring a lot of rain with it. It looks a little too dry in our atmosphere as that cold front moves in. Let's talk about the big picture, and this is where all the rain is, in the Pacific Northwest. You see this plume of clouds coming in off the Pacific? That's an atmospheric river. It's basically just a funnel of and a narrow band of thick atmospheric moisture that's just streaming onshore. That's bringing all the rain and higher elevation snow to the Pacific Northwest. I mean, we're talking 5 to 10 inches of rain in some spots possible. Around here, we've got about a 10% chance of a stray shower on Saturday with that cold front that's moving in. So looking fairly dry, pretty unfortunate rain chances. We could use more moisture and unfortunately just not in the works right now. Let's talk about the overall pattern. Weak upper level high settles in next couple of days, a lot of sunshine. That shifts eastward, we get some changes, and then the cold front comes in on Saturday. That's with this dip in the upper level flow. So that will pull some cooler air southward. Dew points will be kind of all over the board here in the next 7 days. It's dry outside. Dew points in the 30s, as I mentioned before, allows the temperature to fall off at night. And the dew point, keep in mind, is an indicator of just how cold it can get at night. So theoretically, we could get down to 37 degrees. The temperature can drop down to that dew point. I don't think we'll get quite that low, though, tomorrow morning. Notice how our dew points start to rise on Thursday. And the significance of that is that it's probably going to give us some morning fog. Same story on Friday, actually feeling the mugginess on Friday and likely another round of morning fog. It's also the time of year we have longer nights, and when you get that extra humidity, it can easily lead to fog for the morning commute. So we'll expect that Thursday and Friday. There's that cold front on Saturday. I wish it'd be a rainy one. Instead, it's just going to be a windy front. You'll notice a wind howling out of the north throughout the day on Saturday. The exact timing of the front, we're still honing in on, but right now it looks like late morning, midday-ish. We'll update you as we get more info.
All right, Adam. Thank you.
All right, at 5 o'clock, I said, gee, I can't wait for Wemby's first HEB commercial.
Uh-huh.
Look what Larry has tonight.
When I put this tease together, I was thinking specifically of you, Spriester, because we talked about this at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So Wemby already loves the Spurs-themed HEB commercials coming up. He already got to act in his first one. Plus, Ben Sims from Clark High School, well, he now has his first NFL touchdown coming up.
Of course, it's huge. You know, it's obviously it's funny, but it's also part of the culture.
Wemby says he enjoyed acting in the Spurs-themed HEB commercials, which are due to premiere later this month in Big Board Sports. All right, check out Coach Pop today at Spurs practice working on positioning on the block with rookie Victor Wembanyama. Wemby says the team, they need to practice, and that working more on the post is one of the areas of the game he's getting more comfortable with. After playing 18 straight games to start off his rookie campaign, Wemby did not play Friday night in New Orleans due to right hip tightness. He says he'll play Wednesday night at the T-Wolves, and also said sitting and watching that game Friday was tough.
Different view on the game, a little frustrating by moments because you always want to join the battle, but it taught me a little bit, like the difference, how the different teams guard, like everyone got their tactics, but like the pick and roll or they play zone sometimes. It's like just the way the game changes depending on the team.
And today, the NBA announced that Thunder center Chet Holmgren was named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month for October and November. Frank Harris and the UTSA Roadrunners are going back to Frisco for the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl, and that's where they will face Marshall on Tuesday, December 19th at 8 p.m. The only bowl game that night, and UTSA is favored by 9. Coach Traylor is happy to have a bowl game in Texas, as it will help UTSA fans travel to packed Toyota Stadium.
It's always good. It's fun to go to a bowl, and it's hard. I know we've gotten spoiled. We expect to win every game here, which is a good thing. That's how you get to those kind of levels, is when your fan base and your administration and all your coaches and your players expect to win them all. But it's hard to make a bowl, and we're really excited to be going back.
And the awards keep rolling in. Frank Harris was named Dave Campbell's Texas football best QB. Edge rusher Trey Moore, wideout Joshua Cephas, and Harris were named to Dave Campbell's all-college first team. Wide receiver Devin McEwen takes home Dave Campbell's Texas football offensive freshman of the year. And DBs Cam Alexander and Rashad Wisdom made the all-college second team. And for the first time in program history, the Texas State Bobcats are bowl-bound and will face Rice in the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl in Dallas. Like Coach Traylor, Bobcats head coach DJ Kinney is thrilled to be staying in Texas, and he experienced a lot of happiness, he says, seeing his team get all excited upon learning their bowl destination.
Like you said, I think seeing the team yesterday and the way they reacted to it, I mean, you could tell they were fired up. You know, sometimes I've been a part of bowl games or like, oh, you know, kind of like fake juice. There was some real juice in here yesterday, so that was cool.
Yeah, no fake juice allowed. Rice and Texas State will bowl on Tuesday, December 26th at 4:30 p.m. at Gerald J. Ford Stadium, home to SMU football. And up in Austin, the Texas Longhorns went bananas upon learning they made the college football playoff. They jumped up from number 7 in the CFP to number 3 and will play number 2 Washington in a CFP semifinal at the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. The Horns feel winning 34-24 to Alabama in week 2 was key for them to make the cut.
Pre-conference game of that aspect, because going into Alabama and winning like we did early in the year is a hard thing to do, and for us to accomplish that is awesome at its own, and for it to have worked out in our favor this year it's been phenomenal.
Ben Sims with his first Lambeau leap after the break.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Green Bay Packers rookie tight end Ben Sims caught his first pro touchdown last night in the Packers' 27-19 home win. His 1-yard touchdown reception in the first quarter was his only target of the night, and he made it count. For the season, the Clark High School alum and former Baylor tight end has 4 targets, 3 receptions, and now 1 touchdown in 12 games played.
You expect yourself to make plays like that, and I expected myself to be able to make that play when my number was called. Shout out to coach, shout out to the offense. We got it done.
Then where's that first touchdown ball going?
It's probably going to get a case for it, and I'm probably going to put it up somewhere in my house.
Was the Lambeau leap easier, harder than you thought?
That wall was pretty tall, but I think my adrenaline was pumping so hard, I don't remember half of it, so it was awesome.
Awesome indeed, and a leap he will always remember.
And he's got it on tape.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the football team.
Yeah, true. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
All right, quick reminder, still time to donate to our Share the Shoes campaign. You have until December 12th, a week from tomorrow, to donate a pair of new shoes or socks. It's through the organization Zapatos. You can drop off these donations at any of the 7 SAPD substations. They need shoes and socks for toddlers to adult sizes. All this information on KSAT.com.
Cool mornings, comfortable afternoons for the next few days. Then by Friday and into Saturday, the mornings are going to be a bit warmer, but briefly, because another cold front arrives. A dry cold front, and it's really just going to reset our temperatures a little bit. We'll be in the low 60s for highs by this time next week.
All right, thank you, and thank you for staying up with us. Have a wonderful night.
We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's still today. We'll see you tomorrow.